Does water really conduct electricity? Do you know this? Let's learn more about this curious question. We have long been told and taught that water conducts electricity. Indeed, this is primarily why water mixed with electricity is such a bad idea, as it can cause electric shocks for anyone who comes into contact with this dangerous pair. However, if you really delve into the depths of chemistry on this issue, you will see that pure water is actually not a good conductor of electricity, in that it doesn't allow electricity to flow through it. While it may not be the best conductor, water does dissolve many substances, which is why it is widely known as such a good solvent. In fact, water is often referred to as the universal solvent because it can dissolve more substances than any other liquid. That being said, it isn't universal, as there are some things water cannot dissolve. Most water we encounter in daily life already contains some amount of dissolved substances. Whether the water comes from your kitchen tap, the shower, a swimming pool, or elsewhere, one can safely assume that it contains a considerable amount of dissolved substances, chemicals, and minerals. It is highly unlikely that the water you have access to or regularly consume is absolutely pure, meaning that it's free of all salts, minerals, and impurities. In order for electricity to flow through a liquid, a movement of charge must take place within the liquid. Fully deionized water, or, in other words, absolutely pure water, has no ions. Consequently, no charge is able to flow, so pure water does not conduct electricity. In distilled water, there are no impurities and, therefore, no ions. There are only neutral molecules, which lack charge. For this reason, distilled water is also unable to conduct electricity. That being said, tap water, rainwater, and seawater contain innumerable impurities, such as sodium+, calcium+, and magnesium+ ions. Since these are charged when they're present in water, electricity is able to flow through the liquid. Water doesn't need a large amount of impurities to function as a good conductor of electricity. Even a small amount of ions can enable a water source to conduct electricity. In short, water is able to conduct electricity because of the dissolved ions and impurities that are almost always found there. When a battery with positive and negative poles is placed in water, the positive ions are attracted by the negative pole and the negative ions are drawn in by the positive pole, creating a closed circuit. Water is also amphoteric in nature, meaning that it can act as both a base and an acid. It's a very good source of hydrogen, as electropositive elements reduce water to a hydrogen molecule, which is a critical element in redox reactions. If that isn't enough, water also has the highest surface tension of all liquids, except mercury. This property of water is due to powerful hydrogen binding between water molecules. Clearly, water is one of the most incredible, versatile, and essential substances for life, thanks in large part to its unique properties, whether it contains ions or not. In its purest form, water isn't a conductor of electricity, but such purity is quite rare. Since the water we use in our daily lives is inevitably filled with dissolved ions, minerals, and other substances, it is best to keep all electrical appliances at a distance to prevent any charge from flowing.